Most men are arrogant and think they know everything, so they don't try to learn anything new. Idiots. The world is full of ancient knowledge that can change your life. It can help you achieve your most important goals, but only if you put your ego aside and think like a student. Let's talk about the 9 rules of success that the Stoics follow. These rules were created over 2,000 years ago and have been found useful by many people over the years. I want you to stay until the end so you can learn all the rules and apply them in your life. First rule: always be a student. Most netizens have a big ego for some reason. They all say things like, be a leader, never a follower. People who say that are not in the mind of the student, because a student is essentially someone who follows. He does what the teacher tells him. Listen, if you want to be a good boss, you have to be a good listener. We all need to know when to shut up and let someone with more experience take the lead. Epictetus believed that we are all teachers as well as students. We are all on a journey to better ourselves, but it is not a straight line. Instead, it is a circle. Follow the person in front of you and someone else will follow you. The idea that you can only lead and never follow is selfish and prevents you from being a good student. Sit down and think like a student. Rule 2. Talk to the dead. Zeno, who came up with the idea of Stoicism, came to see our sage when he lost all his money. He wanted to know how to live the best life possible. The sage told Zeno to speak with the dead. What does it mean? What about ghosts? Go talk to people at the cemetery. No, it's obvious. The sage talked about reading because books are the best way to talk to the dead. Their bodies may have been sunk or dusted for a long time, but in the book they are still alive and well. Listen, by reading we can learn from both the living and the dead. You can quickly learn from both old and new knowledge, and you'd be a fool not to use it. I have linked to my top 25 book list below. Here are the best books every man should read. You can get it by going to the link in the text below. Remember, not everyone who reads is a leader, but everyone who leads is a reader. The third rule: rule the mornings. Marcus Aurelius was the ruler of Rome at the time. Many people thought he was a great man, but in reality he was just a man made of flesh and blood, like you and me. Marcus Aurelius sometimes felt that he had nothing to do. He knew he had to get up, but he wanted to stay in bed where it was warm. But what made him great was that he did not give in to those temptations and did his daily tasks. He knew that if he could win the morning, he could win the day and do well in life. There are 2 things I do every morning that help me get things done. First, I write down the most important things I need to do the night before so I don't have to wake up wondering what I'm going to do. Second, I move my body to wake up my head. I don't do heavy sports, but I move my body. Then I go to work and continue in the morning. Remember to keep things simple. No need for a complicated and long to-do list in the morning. Rule 4. Ask yourself if you really have to do it. Most men do things that don't matter. They spend a lot of time on things that are not important and put off what they know in their hearts is the most important work. Then they tell themselves they were busy. Listen, doing a lot of things that don't need to be done is not productive. It's just stupid. It's self-sabotage, and you'll never achieve anything great that way. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The attention you give to any activity should be proportionate to its value." This means that if the work is not worth much, don't pay much attention to it. There are only 24 hours in a day, so don't spend too much time on things that don't matter. Instead, give them to someone else or ignore them so you can focus on the important work that actually makes a difference. I want you to ask yourself, does what I'm doing right now even matter? Next time you do something. Rule 5. Focus on what you can control. So many men worry about things they can't change. People, politics, and the problems of today's world drive them crazy. That's right. The Stoics say we should focus on the things we can control and let go of the things we can't. This will make you more realistic and prevent you from wasting time on things that are not important, so that you can focus on the things that will help you achieve your goals. Rule 6. Don't worry about things that don't exist. As boys, it is normal to think about problems and risks. Regardless, being a man isn't always easy. However, if you think about it carefully, most of the bad things we imagine do not come true. Seneca said, "We fear more often than we hurt, and our imaginations hurt us more than the real world." Try to stay relaxed and keep your mind in the moment. What you worry about happens less than you think. Rule 7. Be hard on yourself but easy on others. It is important to have clear ideas about what is right and what is wrong and stick to them. But at the same time, we should treat others with kindness and forgiveness. This doesn't mean we condone bad or unfair behavior, but it does mean we shouldn't judge anyone who doesn't behave our way. Leading by example is a better way to improve people. The 8th rule: remember every day that you are going to die. Seneca said that we often make the mistake of thinking that death is far away and look forward to it. But death is happening to us right now. Every passing second brings us closer to death, and the past will never come back. Death is not far away. It is here and now. So we should live as long as possible, not procrastinate. Finish what we started and make the most of our time while we still have it. The 9th rule: as we navigate the storms of life, it is important to remember that the storms are only temporary disturbances in the vast ocean of existence. Marcus Aurelius, the revered Stoic philosopher-emperor, understood this well. His life was a testament to resilience in the face of adversity, a reminder that even the biggest waves eventually subside. Both harmonious melodies and dissonances play their part in the great symphony of being. Sunny days light our way, but it is in the darkness of the storm that we truly find our strength. Embracing Stoic principles allows us to weather any storm and find peace in the midst of chaos. As you go through life's ups and downs, remember to take the storm in stride. Look for the silver lining in the clouds, for therein lies the essence of Stoicism, the power to turn adversity into opportunity. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. If you want to delve deeper into the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, take the opportunity to familiarize yourself with the comprehensive Stoic ebook. Start your journey to sustainability and fulfillment today, and be sure to subscribe below to stay connected with our community of Stoic learners. Let us sail together on the seas of life wisely and graciously.